Fighting Home. We're a nonprofit organization that provides supported housing and shelter. And we've been fighting homelessness for about 40 years in Greater Boston. I have some comments to make, but sitting here this morning, it occurred to me that we have largely been boxed into this kind of conversation about EA regulations, largely because the conversation that Professor Hirsch referenced has not been on the table for so long. Listening to a lot of legislators this morning give their testimony, with all due respect, I don't think anyone should be shocked that families are being hurt these days when there isn't enough funds being allocated to the problem, and when the conversation about affordable housing is largely mute. There has been no serious conversation about getting enough affordable housing to put any kind of a dent in the homeless situation for a long time, and most advocates don't feel like it's proper to even bring it up these days. So I would hope that the legislators who were so impassioned this morning will be equally impassioned with their colleagues in the Senate and the House about reviving a genuine and serious discussion about affordable housing, because that would make this morning's discussion largely unnecessary. My comments are made within the context of being in a box discussion, given the resources we have, given the legislators' commitment as it is this morning. And within that box, I would like to express my support for the Patrick Murray administration's attempts to reform the EA system, shelter system. I do think that the system's been in need of reform for a long, long time. As many people in this room know, it was created 30, 40 years ago when we still believed homelessness to be a crisis that would end soon. So it's now been 40 years of Hurricane Katrina. It's not a emergency anymore. We need a system that reflects the more permanent nature of it. So I applaud the movement to diversion and to permanent housing. Nobody in this room can be happy about families being hurt. My perspective on it is that families who are being hurt have always been hurt, and we've always had to draw a line somewhere. Nobody ever likes it. Why was it okay 3 years ago? Why was it okay 5 years ago? Why was it okay 10 years ago? I don't think these reforms are causing those problems. I think people are somehow paying attention to them now. But I think they've always existed. We've always had to live as workers with families. We've always had to live with all the horrible feelings of seeing families being hurt. But I think that the movement towards diversion and housing, with what the ACD is trying to do with their limited funds, is the right way to go. When the day comes that the legislature opens up the purse strings, I'll have to fight to get first in line, but I will try to be first in line to ask for more. I'll be first in line to ask for more families to be included, but I'll also want that money to go to a system that makes sense financially and in terms of providing housing for the families. Thank you.
Thank you.